All right, I want to call a young man now who I just finished talking to out Court Street, right? Frequent, often. And very, 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 from the moment I saw him and heard him speak, very powerful man who spent a lot of time doing a lot of stuff for the young ones in the island, because we recognize how we need to huddle around our young children. So right now I'm going to call on Brother Carlton, who's going to share some of the sentiments of his heart to Bermuda and to the people who are gathered.
Thank you. I just want to bless everybody here tonight. It's a privilege to speak here. Kimwandae was a good friend of mine. I actually accepted the challenge to speak here tonight, even though it troubles me greatly to be here. I feel very uncomfortable because there's a saying, you have to be the change that you want to see. So I want to say some things tonight that I think that maybe should have been said by others, but because nobody else wants to say them, I'm going to say them. I want to start off by saying that I had the privilege of knowing Kimwandae personally. I never really knew too much about his day-to-day life, but we did spend a lot of time talking about the future. I'm privileged enough to stay here and say that I got to know a lot of his family. I'm privileged enough to sit here and say that I've been to lunch with him and his son on a number of occasions. I'm privileged enough to sit here and say that just the day before he died, we spent 4 hours on Elliott Street talking about the future and houses and what we wanted to do in the future. So it troubles me to be here today knowing that the very next day there was no future for him. I said to the pastor today when he spoke to me that it bothers me that Bermuda has been so mute about this issue. And I said that, you know, if Bermuda found a spider that existed in Bermuda that bit 10 people a year and they died, we would hunt that spider down all throughout the country. If Bermuda had a bird that when it bit you, 1 person per year died, we would hunt that bird down till it no longer existed. I remember somebody spotted a lionfish on a reef and it became major news because it has the potential to kill. It never has killed anybody in Bermuda yet. So it bothers me that we have accepted so easily that we can sit back and watch a young man be killed just about every single month, and we have not yet heard the cries that need to be heard. It bothers me that we spend more energy fighting over land that don't belong to us than we do over the babies that's supposed to inherit this country. I want to apologize to our children for not leaving them the nation that we inherited. Most of us as adults grew up in a Bermuda where you did not have to live through this. And I want to apologize to all the babies here for us not doing a better job to protect you and to give you the future that we inherited. I want to apologize to the mothers of all the sons that have been murdered because they are paying a debt that us as an entire country ran up. We ignored the signs of our children for years and years and years. And when it was bats, we didn't listen. And when it was knives, we didn't listen. And it was fights, we didn't listen. Now they're killing each other and we're still not listening. I don't know how many more boys have to die. But until the two Bermudas unite, so that the SDO people are worried about the people who get killed on the streets, and that when we have these things, that there's not enough room on the field because everybody is concerned. Until it gets to that point, we can expect more young men to pay off Bermuda's debt. So to the mothers of all the kids that have been killed, as painful as it may be, they are paying a price so that hopefully one day we can have a better future. Because the more of them that die, hopefully the more of us will come to realize that we have to do more than what we're doing. And I just want to thank everybody here for coming out tonight. And I feel honored to have known Kimwandae and to be among the people who actually care. So I don't have anything else to say, but I want to thank you for that.
Amen. That couldn't have been written. I want you to put that on the news, what he just said.